We're live in Salford for a TV first. It's Boris Johnson versus Jeremy Corbyn. Just very briefly,
I've made the position clear. We will have a referendum, we will have negotiation, and we will...
Julie, you will notice there is a I've answered your questions, but there is a glaring lacuna still in this debate. We still don't support for the chaotic coalition that he would comprise.
OK, thank you. Let's allow him to respond. Can you rule it out?
There's 9 years of chaotic coalitions already.
OK. Does the truth matter in this election?
I think it does. And I think it's very important. I think it's very important to hear from...
Anti-Semitism is an absolute evil and scourge within our society.
Just listening with open-mouthed to what Jeremy Corbyn had to say about...
Could you address the point?
About what he's done to stamp out anti-Semitism in the Labour Party, because I'm afraid it's a complete failure of leadership, what's happened in the Labour Party with anti-Semitism. But the failure of leadership is even worse when you look at what is happening on their Brexit policy. Because I look at Johnson 9 years, and what could be more ruinous? What could be more ruinous for the NHS than a crackpot plan for a 4-day week, which would add massively to the burdens, not just of the NHS.
It is about reducing the working week all across the economy, paid for by productivity increases all across. Britain works longer than most. But, well,
Another point, the single biggest threat to our economy and our ability to fund the NHS is our failure to get Brexit done.
OK, well,
ask the governor of that. Absolutely, I have no hesitation in repeating this point. If we go on with more deadlock and division next year, we fail to get Brexit done.
Borrowing. At the last election, we were told by your predecessor, Mr Johnson, that there was no magic money tree. Have you found a magic money tree, Mr Johnson? And have you found perhaps more than one of them, Mr Corbyn?
No, we're operating... a money forest he's got. We're operating...
Is the monarchy fit for purpose? Jeremy Corbyn.
Needs a bit of improvement.
Mr Johnson.
The institution of the monarchy is beyond reproach. To get to carbon neutral by 2050, and I know you're not wanting me to say this, but we need to get Brexit done
It's the most massive issue facing the whole world. When the poorest people in the poorest countries lose out because of flooding and unusual weather patterns, when we have...
Which current foreign leader do you most admire, Mr Johnson?
Which current foreign leader? Well, it's a very good question. I think I would like the EU 27, all of them, because they did me a fantastic deal, which enables us to come out of the EU.
Leaving politics aside, what gift would you leave for Mr Johnson under the Christmas tree?
Well, I know Mr Johnson likes a good read. So what I would probably leave under the tree for him would be A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And he could...
Well, I would probably leave a copy of, since you want a literary effort, a copy of my brilliant Brexit deal, which Mr Corbyn shares my love of plants and trees. I think maybe
one of your little cardboard buses, maybe.
Some damson jam.
Lovely.
Damson jam.
OK, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for that.
He doesn't even want my damson jam.
Thank you. A fascinating 50 minutes of debate.